Everybody's collected dude. I'm back with a few more books that I picked up. I've been sporadic and everything with videos and everything. I've been busy with so many different things, but I'm trying to catch up just to show you different things. I don't want to bore you with different stuff, and then hopefully you enjoy coming to the channel and just relax a little bit just to see what I got, because I go to other channels and do the same thing, just watch and see what you guys picked up, and it's interesting to me. And some of the places you go and that you have in your area, or if you go to Facebook Marketplace or something like that, and I see some of these Facebook posts, I'm like, how did you get that awesome of a deal on the comic books? And you're like, wow. And some people say, oh, I don't have anything in my area like that. I don't have that. And I'm like, everybody's got to have something, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like you said, you just look, and how much you, I guess, tenacity, just keep looking, and hopefully you find something. But some of the books that people have been finding, I'm like, and some of them are getting them for free. Some of them are getting where people are moving and they don't feel like taking the books with them. So they'll say, hey, here's a bunch of books. I know you like comics. One guy even said, everywhere he goes, yeah, I really like comic books. So it's kind of like that. So people know that he likes comics. So if they have some, and usually people will have books maybe setting aside, if they find out you like them, they may just give them to you, or hey, what do these cost? Something like that. If they're on the ball a little bit. So, but congratulations everybody that's getting good books and doing good weekend finds and stuff like that. So I just picked up a few things over the past few days, so I'm going to show you what I got. I just went today and picked up Aliens. Janet loves this book, Alien, from Marvel Comics. This is number 6, and it looks pretty spooky. There's another book called Alien something where, oh, I forgot what the name of it is. I gave it to her to read, and she says aliens landed on another planet or something. They get stranded on another planet, and their bodies changed to where they're frozen, where they almost look they glow or something. That's what was on the cover of the book. She says she likes the story, so I'm going to keep getting that. But this is Alien. The other one, this is on issue number 6, which so far she says she loves it. Then I got wait a minute, what's this thing doing? Usually have my background noise. There we go. Just try to have a little background noise while I'm doing my video. But here's Assassin's Creed The Fall exclusive edition. I never saw this before, and when I saw it, I said, you know what? I've said it before. If I see something, I'm like, that looks different, I better grab it. So I got that. Assassin's Creed The Fall, what's it say? Exclusive edition. This looks pretty cool. So I have yet to see the movie. I want to see the movie, and what's his name? Fassbender, plays Magneto. He seems like he's a really good actor. So I'm thinking I liked how he was in all the X-Men movies. So I'm gonna hopefully get a chance to check it out. I heard it wasn't the greatest, but usually movies, when they translate from video to that, it's kind of it depends on who's making it. Because have you ever seen any of these movies on YouTube the fans make? What's the latest one I saw was Batman Dying is Easy with the Joker and Batman in it. These movies are like, wish these would come out on the big screen, because they're just YouTube movies, but these guys are making some awesome stories and everything with the way they write these things. But okay, here, let's get back to this. I found some more Astro City. This is Astro City number 7 and number 8. There's number 7 and number 8. I like the early issues because I think they're worth the most, but the stories are just so cool. I mean, I got a lot of my help, like when they first came out, a lot of my ideas and everything, the way that I write, I've been picking up from Kurt Busiek, because I love his style of writing. It's kind of like a nostalgic writing where people know the characters, they've been around for a while, and it's kind of like you just get a home, nice cozy feeling with them. But then if you're dealing with a villain, you don't get a cozy feeling. You're terrified. So I wanted that. So like I said, I always like those dark stories, and then I like the light stories, and you pull them together, and it's like a tornado, or hot and cold, bam, and like the finger of God tornado type thing. You want stories like that, but you want it to end well and everything, and you want it to end with some hope. Or so. I don't like the stories where you end where you're like, you just feel like, man, I wish I wouldn't even have wrote that or read that. I wish I wouldn't even have saw that movie because I feel terrible. You want some type of hope because, like, you know, different things that just happen in your life. You like, and where you know it's not always going to be good, but when you go to entertain yourself, you are using that for an escape, like this channel or anybody else's channel. So you want to have some good stuff going, and when you leave it, you're like, wow, I'm glad I watched that. I'm glad I watched that. Okay, but this is a cool one. This is a different cover. This is Simon Bisley. I thought that was cool. This was like $1.25, and it's I think it's Atomica. I'll show it to you. But I never saw this cover before. It's got like a, yeah, it says Atomic on the back. That's the front. But this is another cover on it. So that's the other cover. The Bisley scrapbook. But I think it's going for a little bit of money. When I saw it, I said I'm gonna get it no matter what, because I just like Bisley's artwork, and it's going for a little bit, so I may be selling that, who knows. Batman, the Brave and the Bold. This was the Millennium Edition. And when I see these, I just grab them right up. This is Batman and Green Arrow. Very cool. Then I saw this. This is a little different. I like Jones's artwork, so I grabbed it. I'm not sure if it's worth anything, but usually some books I like, if I get them, I get them because I want to get them for the artwork, and I'm not planning on reselling them. I just want to keep them. And this one looked really good. Batman Haunted Gotham. I'm trying to combine in a word. This is by Doug Moench, Jones, Beatty, and Vazzo. So this is cool. I like that. It's a little thicker, so it'll be something to look into reading. That should be fun. Like I said, who's got a big to read pile? It's like, so here's the new 52 number 0. I got another Batman number 0. Picked up that. That was cool. Batman Strikes. I love this cartoon. And I don't think, and for a while I was liking like all the animated cartoons and all the animated comic books and stuff like that, and I wanted to buy them all. I didn't get a chance to get like the early Batman stuff, Batman Adventures, because I would have had like my very own copy of Batman Adventures number 12, and I wouldn't have got it at, oh well, hopefully I would have probably picked that up then, and then I would have had a copy like where I got it Half Price Books, where you saw the video for that one, where if you haven't seen that video, you got to check that out. Check it out in my listing. I got to get to the point where I can get the links, and I can put them in the videos when I talk about something. I say, yeah, it'll be in the description below. Maybe I can do that and link it in. So if you haven't seen the video where I found that Batman Adventures number 12, you got to see it. It was just, I was like, are you serious? So here's Batman Strikes number 2. So this was a little thicker. I'm like, I thought it was like maybe an extra book where it wasn't the original, but it's the actual book. So I love the cartoon. So all the different characters, the guy who became Two-Face, and oh no, not Two-Face, but the guy who became Clayface, and the Joker, and the Riddler. And in that cartoon, they made them, even the Penguin, they made them athletic, flipping around and jumping and able to fight. They weren't like in the cartoons, the other cartoons, where Batman punched the Joker and he couldn't fight him back. He might have tried to swing, and like when Luke tried to swing on Darth Vader, and Darth Vader was like with one hand, like, yeah, right, yeah. And Luke's throwing all this fighting, and Batman or Darth Vader's hitting him just with one hand and everything, one-handed lightsaber. It's kind of like that with the Batman cartoon, but then you see in this one, they're flipping and spinning and knocking Batman out and everything, and I don't know, it's different. So, but I still liked it. I liked it. My son loved it too. All my kids, when we watched the videos, we would watch those, and we all like that. Now this is a hologram cover. I like these. I always try to get them when I get them, the new 52, when I see them. Batman and Superman, Doomsday number 1, 3.1. So, very cool. You can see like the, you can even see it in the video. The rocks and everything. Very nice. I'm going to see if I can get more of those. And like I said, some of the stuff I've just been thinking about with what I'm going to use for contest. I just got to get all these different things done. And I'm trying to get in touch with all the people that I got like 3 or 4 books left. The Gray Man, I got your information from you. I got to get your book sent to you. Or sent to the person you want it sent to. But everybody else, once I find those, which I'll probably have another contest, I'll probably mention it next Sunday or something like that, because I'm going to try to tighten stuff up. But I got a few things that are kind of cool. That's really cool contest. It'll be something different than comic books this time, and then I'll jump into other stuff. But I'm trying to make it fun, trying to make it exciting, because I just love doing it. I love doing this stuff. It's cool. This is Batman Battle for the Cowl, number 3 of 3. And I got the first issue. I remember this, but I don't think I ever got this one. So that was cool. This story, I love Marjorie, what's her name? I forget, Marjorie Tate or Marjorie, I forgot her name. Bennett, Margaret Bennett, I think she's the writer. But this is another one, but this story was really good. Beast of Burden. And this is number 4 of this. So I kind of like that story with Animosity when she wrote that, Marjorie Bennett. And I think she wrote Animosity, and this was a little bit differently about animals, trying to deal with different stuff. So I thought that, I like her writing with that. But this one, I had picked up the first few issues, and I said, hey, this is pretty cool too. I said, let me grab this, because it was about dogs, plus it was my friends writing a story about dogs. So now this was Star Wars Beckett. I never got this before, Star Wars, and I didn't see him in, I don't know if he was in the Han Solo movie or not, but since it was number 1, I picked it up. That's that. And this is a number 1, No Way Out, the Black Beetle. He looks cool, so I grabbed this one. The premiere of a new pulp sensation, it says. So I grabbed that. Dark Horse. This is number 600 of Captain America. And I think I have a copy of this before, but I wanted to get it because I just love Alex Ross covers. So that's that. And here is number 1 of Captain Marvel. I drew a picture of this years ago, and I never got a copy of it. It was beautiful. I spent a lot of time on the color and everything, and I sold it, I think, for 10 bucks. And it was like 11 by 13 or something, or 11. It was something like that. I had it in a sketchbook, and I tore them all out. And I went to like a sale in the middle of town when I was in Michigan for a little bit, and or it might have been at a convention, because I went to a whole bunch of different places because I was trying to get my artwork going again. And I did it, and I sold it, and I sold a lot of artwork. But here's number 1 of this. So I love the way he looks. Captain Marvel looks really cool in that. And I'm not sure if they're ever going to bring back the other Captain Marvel, and I don't remember who this guy is. If he's the original from the pages of Avengers Forever, Hero Reborn. I don't know if this is the original. They gave him white hair now, and he's all colored like the Automan, if you remember that character from the 80s. You got to check him out, Automan. But he looks cool. Plus Captain, what's his name, from the Legion of Superheroes. There's so many different ones. They all have like that same look, because everybody sees that look and go, oh, that's cool. I'm going to put that in my character too. It's like, okay, your character looks like my character. I'm suing you. Nah, I'm just kidding. But a lot of characters look alike. You'd be wondering, did you get that idea from me? So I don't know. Here's Deceased, A Good Day to Die. This is number 1. I wanted to get all of these, and I went back and I've been looking. You go back to all the comic book stores, at least in my area, I can't find any of them. Nobody has them. I found a few, and I'm gonna have to go back and see if I can get more. But when the story's good like that, after it goes for a while, they sell everything. You're like, too late. You might have to go on eBay. This was cool. I saw it, and it's not an original, but I do have the original comic books. Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. This is the trade, little graphic novel trade. So I picked this up. It's going for a little bit. I thought that was cool. So that was like 8 bucks. Now I got this. I've been trying to keep up with it, and I haven't even started reading it yet. I flipped through the first book, Department of Truth. I got 11 and 12. Here's 11 and 12. What do you guys think about that book? Let me know, because I haven't been reading anything. Like I said, I got a big to-read pile. I just finished Miles Morales, which kind of, I don't know, it was kind of disappointing. And I'm thinking, if you don't know, I don't want to like give anything away, but he got a new costume, everything, and I'm kind of like, okay. So I don't know. We'll see what it does. I like the old costume, but he wanted something new because everybody was scared of the way the costume looked, or they knew the costume was on the bad guys that was going around terrorizing the bad clones. So he wanted something different, and he went and got somebody to make him a new suit. And I hope, we'll see how it looks when it gets drawn more and stuff. We'll see. But okay, here's Echoland, Echolands. I like J.H. Williams, so I said let me pick this up. This is this book here, but it opens like this. So they got two different covers, and I saw them on Midtown Comics, and I put them in my cart. But when I went to the comic book store, I said, you know what, let me buy it here. But I don't have the other cover. I think they got a cover A and a cover B, or it's a number 1 and number 2, something like that. I have to check it out. But the artwork wasn't bad, and I love that. He did some stuff with Sandman Mystery Theater or something like that, and I love the artwork in that. So, and he did Batwoman. So he's got some great artwork. Now these are cool. Futurama Comics number 39 and number 45. I got these. So usually I pick these up because these are usually going for a lot. But I found they were in really nice condition. So I love the cartoon too. Oh man. Here's Hellboy Weird Tales. I like the cover, so I grabbed it. I don't think it's worth anything, but the cover's nice. So this is Weird Tales number 3. Lately I've been picking up stuff because if I like the cover, I'll pick it up. This one, I hope this does well. Kang the Conqueror number 1. This is a new book. So that's cool. Have to check that out. This I grabbed because it was Alex Ross's cover. This is Madman Comics number 10 from Dark Horse. Got an Alex Ross cover on it. That is very cool. Then when I saw these, I said, I was wondering whether these were the real expensive ones. They're not bad, but if I'd had a number 1, it would have been really nice. And I hadn't seen these in the wild ever. Marvel Zombies. There's 2. Look how cool that is. And it was in really nice condition. And number 5. I was looking for number 1, but I didn't see it. So I said, don't get greedy. Just be happy you got what you got. And read it. If you like it, keep it for a little bit. Get it graded maybe. Sell it, put it in a contest. So we'll see. This I love because I wanted to always get Alex Ross books. I didn't pick up all of them, but I think I got all of them up to date now. The Marvels. This is number 3 and number 4. So that's number 3. Love the artwork. And here's number 4. Very cool. And I've been picking up the Iron Man books. He's going to be painting Black Panther. I want to pick up those. Captain America. Immortal Hulk. I'm not sure if he's going to keep doing Immortal Hulk since... I don't know, did they finish that series? Is it going to keep going, or because it's number 50? I saw the 50 issue, and I got it on in my cart at Midtown Comics, but I think I'll probably wait. Maybe I'll order it there, but I like to go to the comic book store and get the original or get the actual books too, and help out the comic book stores. But is he going to keep going after 50? I have to check out because I got the latest previews. I'm going to have to look at it. Monolith. This is number 1. A behemoth stalks the DC universe. The Monolith. Jimmy Palmiotti. So this is number 1. I picked this up because it was number 1. I remember this came out and I never got it. So I said, let me grab it now just to see. This was a cool cover, so I grabbed this. This is number 4. Ninjak versus the Valiant Universe. Very cool. And it looks like they did some Photoshop where she's got a contact in her eye. I was like, wow. That looks cool, so I grabbed it. These are nice. I like P. Craig Russell. I met him once. Went to his house with my friend Chris Shambar, and we looked at the artwork he had actually on the table drawn. It was very cool. Nice guy. This one's Peleus Melisande. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but this is number 1 and number 2. You know what that is? How that's pronounced? And I didn't look it up. I should have researched it before I started the video, just to pronounce it correctly. It's number 2. Nice artwork. Then I didn't realize I had this already because I'm sitting there. Don't you hate when you go to the comic book store and you're like, all the books, and you're like, wait a minute, I never saw that cover before. Wait a minute, did I get that one? And I didn't enter it on my app to make sure I would keep track, because usually I'll check and go, okay, it's the app that you can catalog all your comic books. I didn't put it in there, so I didn't remember, and I grabbed it. This is Radiant Black number 7. This is cover B. I got cover A, but this is cover B, and it's a wraparound cover. So I'm like, man. So, but still, I love the story, so I'm glad I got it. This is the last issue of this. I was wondering when this is coming out, and I'm trying to remember what Mike Deodato is doing next. He's still working with his Upshot company, and Artwork's beautiful. This is number 5 of 5 for Redemption. Very cool. And Sarah Connor is playing that character. Well, not Sarah Connor. Well, I forgot what her real name is, but very cool. And his artwork is just transformed over the years. He's got just beautiful style. But that's 5 of 5. This one I talked about it before. I wasn't sure whether it was any good. The Silver Coin, the Ticket, number 1, Chip Zdarsky. I heard somebody say, hey, every time I mention a book like that, a lot of the hot books, Chip Zdarsky's it comes to mind. I saw him on, I think it was Facebook. But seriously, really, this is number 1 of Silver Coin. I found this at Half Price Books. So I never picked it up, and I didn't find it anymore at any of the comic book stores. So I said, when I saw it, I said, grab it now, read it, and see if it's any good. Because I like the way the Fear Box started out at, and the way it was going through, it kind of ended in a way where it's kind of, I didn't really like as much, but the premise was good, and the way it was going and how the box was used, I was like, wow, every time something bad happens, this box appears. So I'm wondering if it's the same thing with Silver Coin. We'll see. These were cool, so when I saw them all, I grabbed them all. Silver Surfer Requiem, 1, 3. Oh, I didn't grab number 2. I don't think it was there because I was looking through them through the whole book, all the bends. This is Straczynski and Ribic. So I thought this was cool. This is number 1. Here's number 2. And no, number 3. I mean number 3 because remember I said I didn't have number 2. And here's number 4. That's cool. Artwork's beautiful. I flipped through it. I'm like, wow. So some of the stuff that I find lately, I've been going, you know what? I went today to Half Price Books. I went to 2 of them, and I had stacks of books in my hand. And then when I was getting ready to leave, I'm like, I really don't want these books because they weren't like the best of the best that I could have got. I just picked them up just to have them, and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to cut back on some of the stuff I'm buying, save a little bit of money, and just buy just the best of the stuff I can get. And some of the stuff I'm going to spend on some of the new books. Like there's that new facsimile version of Fallout with the first appearance of Miles Morales as Spider-Man. There's a signed copy on Midtown Comics. So I'm thinking, you know what, that might be cool to get. And just buy choice things like that, or a certain book that I really look at. And I'm thinking, when I'm looking through the order pack or looking through, I say, you know what, I'll spend all my money on that one, maybe spend 30, 40 bucks on that. And I'm not going to get any of the rest of this stuff because all the years I've bought comic books, like I'll say in the past 8 years, 5 to 8 years, I spent a lot of money on comic books, and not all of them, and most of them aren't really worth a lot. And some of the stories were kind of like, I spent a lot of money on these books, and I'm like, I don't know if I really even liked most of the stories. So I'm thinking I'm going to be very choice on what I get now, just like what I did with King in Black. I bought everything. The tie-ins, I didn't buy like extra copies of a book, but I bought all the tie-ins and the main story. And maybe I made a mistake and bought double covers before, or cover A and cover B by mistake. But I just wanted the main story, and hoping it was going to be good. And I got let down, so I said, you know what, I'm not going to do that anymore. Just like War of the Bounty Hunters. I'm going to stick with Darth Vader and maybe a few other books, but I'm not going to buy everything because it's the story. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. It was going to let me down. And you guys let me know where you're going with, or how War of the Bounty Hunters is going. And I know what happened with King in Black. I got let down, so let me know what's going on with War of the Bounty Hunters. And I'll buy a few books. Maybe if it's good or something, I can go back and get a trade or hardcover. And I still have yet to read Daredevil. I got all the books and everything except for a few earlier issues. I've been trying to find them in local comic book stores, but they don't have them, so I might have to break down and get them on eBay. But if I want to, yeah, Janet just sent me something. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to just save my money, and I look at some of the prices on eBay, and I'm thinking, do I really want to spend that to have that book that bad? Just like the Darth Vader, the latest Darth Vader series. I've got all of them except for the first 4. I think I might have 3. I don't have 2 and 1. but 3 through the latest issues. But I should have got 1 and 2. I talked about it in my video when I went over the previews, because all the Star Wars books with Darth Vader are usually really good stories. But I didn't pick them up. I missed out. And now the book's worth a lot of money, and it's because it's a good story. Now, if it was worth a lot of money, it wasn't a good story. Usually, I don't know if that happens. Just like I got to talk about something in my collection right now with previews. You got to be kidding me. I'm like, the previews with the first appearance of Something Is Killing the Trojan. I'm like, are you serious? It's going for what? Even the order form? Wowzy. So let me hear. I'm at 25 minutes. Like I said, I don't want to bore you. I just hope you're enjoying yourself, and just what I'm talking about makes you think a little bit or something like that, just to give me some ideas or just to communicate and leave comments. But okay, I'm going to get through these books real quick and I'll be done. Here's Spider-Man Life Story Annual #1. I like this. I'm missing one of the books, and I started reading it and I loved it. So when I saw this looks like it's going to be really good. So I got this cover. So this looks good. Star Wars, The Storms of Crate. I picked that up. Superboy #1. Grab that one. I grabbed this because of the cover. I'm not sure if it's going to be any good. Superman, Son of Kal-El. Because I like it how it's like a homage to the first story, Action Comics. Or maybe Superman #1. Okay, here, I was surprised when I saw this at Half Price Books. Because I got one before, so I got another one. So it's Thor #1. And then this is Thor Annual #1. Then I got Thor, the latest one, #15. Then I got a color version of Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Color Classics. This is #2, it says. Very cool. I remember when those come out and I didn't buy them. My friend had some, and I think eventually over time I got some, but not all of them. Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. This is #15. Then I got Venom, #34. Almost got the whole series of this. It was a good read. Then I picked up these X-Men with the Jim Lee series, #1. 2 copies of different ones. This is with Colossus and all them on it, and Magneto. So that's that. But that should be it. I'm going to show you something else. I picked up the latest previews. I just went out today to Packrat Comics and picked up the latest previews because I wanted to have it. Like I said, I'm behind on the previews, so I'm going to play catch up and try to start with the book. This one here, this is everything coming out in September. Then I got the stuff coming out in November. And this stuff is coming out, not November. This stuff's coming out in October. Skipped a month. October. And this is coming out September, October. This is coming out in November. And I was looking at this. Ryan Otley is going to be drawing the Hulk. Wow. That looked cool. And this I went out and I said, when I saw how much it was going for, I went in my box because I was going to sell a bunch of stuff to Half Price Books, like these previews, because I don't want to have them because there's so many of them. And I saw how much this was going for, so I went and picked it up. Who has these? Do you have one? I hope you do. Here's the back of it. It's previews #370, July. And I was like, you're kidding me. I got the inside books. That's when DC was still selling. But I lucked out and I got this. This is the order pack. The order form. There's nothing in here but that. You know what these are. This thing is going online for $100 or more. I saw a graded one, a 9.8. I don't know what you would think this is or what you would say this is, but a 9.8 is going online right now on eBay for $2,399. I'm like, are you really? So I got it. I'm going to keep it for a while and see it, but this book is going for a lot. And just let me pause it because it's almost at 30 minutes, but I want to show you the thing before I'm done. I'm going to pause it real quick. I'll be right back. Here we go. Look at this. Look at the prices, the previews, and then just the order form. Look what the order form is going for. I mean, they might not get it, and this is what I'm talking about. 9.8. $2,399.99. Really? I'm like, wow. But this is all of them. Then they're going through and see, I got the whole book, and then you go through like the first page where they show it, and who knew? And it's inside $89.99, $499.99, and I'm like, wow. So that's all I wanted to show you. But I went out and picked it out. I had it in the garage because when I did the move, it was all out there. But I went out there and grabbed it. But that's what it's going for. So let me know what you guys think. Have a great night, and you guys have a great week. And Collector Dude will be coming back with more stuff, but Collector Dude is out for now. All right, have a great night.